So do you often get constipated? Or maybe you also said chronic diarrhea, like diarrhea all the time. Or you've been doing some heavy lifting, maybe hitting the gym, doing some deadlifts and some curls and all those things. Well, are you aware that you could actually be suffering from hemorrhoids as a result of some of these activities? Well, stick and stay. This video is definitely for you. But before we continue any further, do subscribe to my channel and activate the notification alert so that every time new content is put up, you're going to get notified. And indeed, we do share a lot of relevant health information on this channel, so you're not going to be disappointed if you do subscribe. So go ahead and subscribe. Click it. Yes, click it. All right, now let's get going. Now, what are hemorrhoids? Just above your anal canal, there's a ring of veins, a venous system around that area called the hemorrhoidal cushion. Some research suggests that this hemorrhoidal cushion supports your anal sphincter. It helps the anal sphincter to work well. The anal sphincter keeps the poop in there until you find a conducive environment where you can handle your business. So the anal sphincter plays a very important role, and the anal cushion may actually support this role. However, and rather unfortunately, every time you go to poop, you generate intra-abdominal pressure. And this intra-abdominal pressure is what's going to push the poop out. And as the poop is coming out, it's going to exert some pressure on this hemorrhoidal cushion. And every time that poop comes out, it's going to bring the cushion down a little bit. And so how often you poop, how strenuous your pooping session is, will contribute to the cushion coming down a bit faster over time. And so if you find yourself sitting on the loo too long, especially because you're playing with your phone and not subscribing to my channel, you might actually find yourself developing a hemorrhoid. So when the hemorrhoidal cushion actually prolapses and comes outwards, then you have what we describe as hemorrhoids. Another name for hemorrhoid is piles. So in simple sense, this is actually what a hemorrhoid is. It's just in a vein that has protruded out of its natural environment. And that is one of the most common complications that we encounter as medics when we talk about anal pathology. Now, who is most at risk of hemorrhoids? Number one is a man. Yes, men are more at risk of hemorrhoids than women are. And this is because men engage more in things or in exercises or in procedures or in jobs that require consistently increasing the intra-abdominal pressure. There are more male manual workers, there are more male heavy truck operators, there are more males involved in heavy lifting, in sports, in gym, etc. So this puts men at a higher risk of hemorrhoids than women. In fact, if you come across a man who is anemic, significant majority of them are anemic because they have hemorrhoids. And so this is how common hemorrhoids are in men. Women also do suffer hemorrhoids, and one of the predisposing factors for hemorrhoids is pregnancy. Because pregnancy, obviously, there's a baby developing, and that increases your intra-abdominal pressure, and that can predispose you to develop hemorrhoids, push things down, and cause you to develop hemorrhoids. Of course, some cancers can also present as hemorrhoids, especially cancer of the colon, cancer of the rectum. And so when you come in with hemorrhoids, one of the first things you're going to check are some of these things. Do you have cancer hiding somewhere or any other thing that's going on? So don't assume that hemorrhoids are an everyday thing. No, they are not an everyday thing. You need to get yourself checked out properly so that if indeed it's a hemorrhoid, we can investigate and find out what is predisposing you to developing this hemorrhoid so that we can deal with it. And let's talk about treatment. Yes, there are treatment options available, but the gold standard for treatment of hemorrhoids is actually surgery. Now, here's the catch. There are multiple veins in the hemorrhoidal cushions. And so if you go through surgery and you deal with the hemorrhoid today, it does not mean that you cannot have hemorrhoids again. What usually happens is that if you go back to the things that caused you to develop the hemorrhoid in the first place, you are going to develop another hemorrhoid, which is different from the first one. The same hemorrhoid will not recur, but another hemorrhoid can take its place. And so if you have to do surgery, please get it done and make sure that you change your habits that caused you to develop the hemorrhoid in the first place so that you don't develop it again. Our diet needs to be modified. We need more fiber, high fiber in our diet, to help us prevent our stools from becoming too hard so that we don't get constipated too often. But most importantly, our habit of sitting on the loo too long, we need to change it so that we don't aggravate our hemorrhoids or we don't cause ourselves to develop hemorrhoids. Remember that the toilet bowl has a hole in there. So when you sit on it, there's gravity acting on whatever is not seated on the seat. So you have to mind it and spend as little time in the loo as you possibly can. I know it's called the restroom, but it's not a place for resting. Alright guys, thank you very much for staying. Do remember to subscribe to my channel and leave your comments and questions in the comment section. I will attend to it as soon as possible. Have a fabulous time.